Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your July 2021 mid-month general reading. We are looking at the last 2 weeks of July. This reading is for the fire sign of Sagittarius. Welcome everyone. Hope you're all doing well wherever you're at. Thanks for being here, for watching any of the videos on my YouTube channel. Your likes, your shares, hitting that subscribe button, donations, feedback, comments, reaching out for personal readings. All greatly appreciated. Thank you. So Sagittarius, this reading is for you for the last 2 weeks of July 2021. That's if your Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus sign is in Sagittarius. It's also relevant if you're cross-watching for a Sagittarian. Of course, it's a general reading. It's always going to resonate a little differently for everyone. So watch all of your signs for additional insight and perspective. And if you find that anything does resonate with you and you'd like to reach out for a personal reading, maybe take a deeper look at something for yourself or as a gift for someone else, click on the description link below, that little arrow, where you'll see my email address for contact details, Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. I do offer a wide variety of readings, and I can usually respond within the same day with more information. And I do readings full time. It is all that I do. So I'm pretty diligent about timely scheduling. So if you're interested, email me and we'll go from there. Okay, Sagittarius, let's take a look at the last 2 weeks of July 2021. I am using the Tarot of Dreams and clarifying with the Radiant Rider-Waite. All right, Sagittarius, we begin with the Lovers. So much emphasis lately on relationships, people going in, new ones coming in, old ones going out. The Lovers with the Two of Swords, a relationship, a choice, crossroads relationship, but being blocked, kind of at an impasse. We have the Ten of Wands. Long-held burden needs to come to an end or coming to an end. Tens represent cycle endings or cycle achievements, meaning coming full circle. With the Knight of Cups. Faith, also known as the Hierophant in other decks. And the Ace of Wands. From the bottom of the deck, the overall energy and focus is the Three of Coins. The Three of Coins, compromise, negotiation, collaboration, trying to get everybody on the same page. It's a card about working towards the same goal, everybody wanting to accomplish basically the same thing. And so it's about coming together and figuring out how everybody can do that together. Sometimes this is a card that shows up when you have to compromise or negotiate or mediate, because this can be a card of mediation with people you'd rather not mediate with. But there's a common goal, and so everybody's got to figure out how to get it done, right? And so in order to do that, there has to be compromise and negotiation and mediation, right? So that's kind of the theme of the energy for you for the last 2 weeks of July. There is a relationship choice or crossroads here with the Lovers. Sometimes it can represent a choice needing to be made between two other people, like a third-party situation. And third party can be another romantic interest, or it can mean something else that comes in between you and your person. But the Lovers typically represents a relationship at a crossroads, and a choice needs to be made that will probably significantly affect the life and future of that relationship, whether it continues, whether it doesn't. Sometimes it can represent the two of you need to make a choice together. So that's kind of a relationship at a crossroads. What are you going to do, if anything? But, this is like hitting a wall, stuck. Reluctance and a resistance to actually make a specific decision. As long as you keep the blindfold up and the swords in front of you, you don't have to really look at something, acknowledge it, and then make a decision as to what to do. So it feels like it feels like trying to herd cats here. Ten of Wands, a long-held burden, feeling overwhelmed, a cycle needing to come to an end because of how burdened you feel. And with it is the Knight of Cups, the offer of love, support, encouragement. Maybe it's because you're not getting the help that you need. You're not getting the offers of help or the messages of love that you need. And then we have Faith and the Hierophant which can literally represent faith here, but it represents convention, tradition, establishment, organized religions, churches, groups, institutions, universities, legal systems, the establishment with the Ace of Wands, new beginnings. Let's clarify. For some of you, I am getting that you're in something together with your partner. Like, there's not an issue with your relationship itself. You're both trying to push through something, and it may be that you're bucking the system, or you're going against or trying to push against some institutional energy here, which can be everything from, like you're pushing back against the system somehow. You're pushing back against a system that should be there to help you. And you're trying and trying, but you're not getting the help and assistance or resources that you need. Interesting. Clarify the Three of Coins. Yeah, there's this energy of trying to get everybody on the same page. You ever have those days when no matter what you do, your hair looks like a rat's nest? There's this sense of trying to get everybody on the same page, trying to get everybody to agree, and it's not happening. For some of you, it might be you and your person, maybe arguing over something, or the Three of Pentacles is clarified by the Three of Pentacles. The Four of Wands, the happy home, marriage, celebrations that include friends and family, home. So because this is a general reading, this Four of Wands can represent a variety of different things, and it may vary in intensity. This may be as simple, although it may not feel simple, as getting everybody on board and to agree and to be coordinated on an actual social event, because the Four of Wands can represent that anticipatory sense of excitement when you're planning an event like a wedding or a family reunion or something of that sort, where there's friends and family and you're all celebrating there, getting together. And this is like right in between these Three of Pentacles, which is the collaboration and compromise. So for some of you, it might be that you're planning an event, you're trying to plan this event. It might be a wedding, maybe you're getting married or something, and you're trying to get everybody to kind of agree on and coordinate things, and it's just, it feels like you're hitting a brick wall. For some of you, although this feels like a smaller part of you, it may be that you want to take an already established relationship to like the marriage level, and they're not agreeing. Like one person wants to get married and one person doesn't. But I actually feel like that's a smaller percentage of you. It feels like for others that you and your partner are actually trying to do something together. But it may be that you and some people around you aren't agreeing on how to do it or when to do it or how to do it. Kind of energy. Clarify the Lovers. The Star, hope, faith, which is like faith here. Let's clarify the Ten of Wands. Death and the Ten of Wands. Wow. You're really, this feels really overwhelming. I mean, for those of you that are planning a wedding, this is like, oh my gosh, we can't agree on anything. We can't get everybody coordinated. We can't agree on, let's just elope, right? This is like being really, really tired and needing this kind of feeling overwhelmed to end, seriously end. Clarify the Knight of Cups. The Five of Wands, conflict, petty drama, arguing. The Nine of Cups, the Three of Swords. The Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment right along with the Star, but then we have the Three of Cups, which is disappointment, heartbreak, heartache, emotional pain. Again, I keep getting this story, and it's so specific, it might just be limited to a few of you, that it's you and your partner going I don't know if it's exactly going against the system, but you're trying to work your way through the system. It might be a legal issue, but the outcome of it has an effect on home and family. It might have something to do with children, which means it could have something to do with custody or adoption or something of that sort. And, you know, when you're working within a government or social services system or court system, you know, it can be slow, even at best, trying to work your way through that. And it can be a very long and arduous process, too. And you win some and you lose some. There's like a lot of small battles to be fought on the way to getting big ones. But it feels here like you just... like you're, regardless of whether it's that legal situation, whether it's an actual relationship issue, or whether it's a planning issue, it feels like you're trying to get everybody on board with something, and the fundamental issue is you can't. And also it feels like you're not getting the help and the resources and the support you need as well. Although you guys are really trying to have, you know, hope and faith that it's going to work out, even though in the midst of it you do feel kind of overwhelmed. Clarify faith, also known as the Hierophant. Clarify that. The Seven of Wands. It could be about the house, the property itself, too. Faith, if you keep fighting, it's going to work. But the Seven of Wands is defensive energy, right? You're protecting and guarding that which you have a lot invested in. For some of you, you're having faith that if you keep fighting, this is going to work out. For others of you, again, this is like the Seven of Wands with faith, or the Hierophant, is going against the system or going against the establishment or going against tradition. It might not be the establishment in a big sense. It could be, especially with the Four of Wands, that you're bucking your family traditions, right? That you want to deviate from what your family wants or what your family thinks is, you know, should be the tradition of how you do this or how you get married or how you whatever, right? And you're going against that. And so people aren't agreeing, or maybe, well, if you're going to get married that way, we won't come, or, you know, kind of something like that. There is a sense of pettiness about it for some of you. It's like the reason that people won't come together are for reasons that have to do with the fact that you're not doing something the way they think you should. Like you're deviating from tradition or something. And for some of you, it's... yeah. Like for some of you, you want to get married at the courthouse and then have a big party at the pub or something. And your family's like, no, we have to have 7 bridesmaids and it has to be this and that and the other thing. And you're like, I just, you know, that's the way we do things. If you don't want to do it, I don't know if I want to be a part of it. You know, it's that kind of energy. You're trying to go against some kind of convention or tradition or work your way through a system, and it's long and arduous. Okay. Let's wrap up with any guidance or advice, messages from Spirit as to what Sagittarius should do. The Magician, you have everything you need to manifest this, although you may have to do it on your own, or you and your partner together if it's you and your partner against something else. Because the Magician is a pretty independent energy. He has his own way of doing things. He knows how it needs to be done, and that's the way that he does it. You have everything that you need, the skills, the talent, the resources, or the ability to get the resources to manifest what you want. But it's an independent energy, and here we have the Nine of Pentacles, also a very independent energy, but somebody who's worked hard to get to a place where they don't need to rely on other people necessarily. The Hermit also. These are very independent energies. I think what Spirit is saying here, Sagittarius, is that whatever this issue is, you don't need to rely on the approval and help of people who are kind of going against you. You don't have to. You can do this on your. You can either do this on your own, you and your partner, or you can deviate from trying to get everybody on board and get help from another area as well, because it feels like you're focused on one specific path here. For those of you for whom this might be a legal system issue, it's not like you can stop fighting it or something, but there's this sense here that you have everything that you need to manifest this. You know, it feels like you're getting a lot of flack from people that might make you feel like, well, you can't do it that way because of this and this, and you need this and this and this, when in fact you don't. You can go your own way and still accomplish this. You don't need to try to get people on board with you that aren't on board with you. If you want to, get married under the trees at the park, then do that. If this is something, it's something you're trying to accomplish that has something to do with home and family here. And trying to coordinate and collaborate with other people to get it done. And what Spirit is saying here is, if you absolutely cannot get people on board or get them to compromise and negotiate, then just forge ahead with your plans. You don't necessarily need everyone in order to accomplish that. Because you can do this. You have everything that you need to do this. It might make it more challenging because it does look like there's disappointment here in not getting the help and need and support that you want in this. It's like, yeah, I'll help you, but only if you do it my way. That's pretty disappointing. And what Spirit is saying here is take a step back and take a look at the fact that you actually don't need them. You can manifest this on your own, and they may just join in later, albeit rather reluctantly, especially if it's family, right? Okay, Sagittarius, those are your messages for the last 2 weeks of July. I hope they were helpful to you in some way. If they were, and you'd like to reach out for a personal reading, take a deeper look at something for yourself or as a gift for someone else, click on the description link below for contact details. Email me directly at Maggie1Maguire@gmail.com. I'd be delighted to hear from you. Take care, everyone. I'll see you in a couple of weeks for the August general readings, and I hope to see you back here again then soon. Bye-bye.